hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the James Madison Dukes offense takes the field. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field. And
oh, he's got some space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Memphis offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right?
There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Nicholson. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. He wants to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll operate out of split backs. To the air on second down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Out of the shotgun on third down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his... Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's the handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can get to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, they hand off to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Nicholson. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's small. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and
turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air. It's Nicholson. Right on the money. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick completion to the right. Brings into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He's got an open man, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Memphis. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air, it's Nicholson. Pulls it in, it's Rich. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He's got it on the right. Plows through the defense. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Makes the grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Memphis picking up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Now on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scrambling away. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to pass, it's Nicholson. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Dukes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Let's it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did.
Touchdown, Memphis! And the punishment has been extended. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to throw. It's Nicholson. He's got the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Dukes will punt this one away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the...
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Landry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Memphis. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Let's go, let's go. Looking for a man. It's Nicholson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
In this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They've dug themselves a huge hole. Haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way to create an explosive play.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards, but that could be... maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Makes him talk to the hand. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Dukes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Back to throw, it's Nicholson. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect